Hello and welcome. Y'all, I'm trying to get this thing set up. Hold on. I got to get connected to Instagram. Let's see here. Y'all, this is a hot mess. If you could see how this thing, let's see if I go live. And I don't know. All right. I think I'm live, you guys. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in the tropics, sweating. My hair is frizzy, but I'm having a great time. So I really hope you guys can hear. Let me see if I can fix this so that I can see comments. Oh dear.
Tell about your killer soccer game?
I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to.
There goes, I noticed you're not playing, but you're out there talking smack. I played yesterday. Good job.
I hear you. All right, let's see, y'all. Hey, Cook. I'm doing good. Thank you. Okay, let me see. Y'all, I'm just trying to. Oh, crap. Here I come. I'm just trying to see how to get my live chat on here so I can see comments. Forgive me. Okay, there it is. Y'all. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think we're good. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me. I am just going to speak. Hopefully you can. I am double ear pods. I am Instagram over here and YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter over here. Y'all, I'm outside the lobby. I feel like I should clean my glasses. Hey, Val. Hey, Lisa. All right. So far, so good. But I just wanted to pop on, you guys. I'm going to take about an hour just to do a little bit of a confessional and tell you guys about my day. I miss you too. Oh my gosh, I miss you guys too. So let me introduce myself for anyone new here. I am Maggie, Maggie the substitute teacher, your substitute teacher, and I am on a health and wellness journey. And on my channel, which is now turned into a cooking channel, we talk about all things food. Hey, Qual. And, we just have a good time. But clearly, I'm not in the kitchen. I am actually in Monteverde, Costa Rica. So, solo bueno. Everything is good. I am on spring break. Thank you for the hearts. I am on spring break. My son, I didn't tell him I was going live, so he may pop in here. He's over there watching the show, but this is one of those hotels where the Wi-Fi is only in the lobby. Oh my gosh, did I see something scurry? Y'all, when I tell you, it's a whole thing. But I just, I wanted to do a little bit of story time tonight. Sorry, I feel like I'm completely unprepared. Ah, I'm looking for my chapstick, but I'll show you guys a little bit of Costa Rica money. I forgot what it's called. This says a million, so maybe I'm a millionaire. No. Um, okay, so let me just talk. Oh, God. Y'all, I actually have a room key. I'm going to tell you everything. So it's a lot going on. So I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of story time while I do some other things. Sorry, I'm so distracted. But oh, you love Costa Rica. This is my first time being. It's absolutely beautiful, y'all, but it is very on natural. And I'm taking my glasses off for a second so I can't read. I'm coming, y'all. Okay, so I feel like I should just get to the punchline today and then I'll give you guys the backstory. I don't like to waste anybody's time, but I did something today for the first time and probably the last time, but I had, oh God, Padilla, hey, CK. I did something today for the first time. And like I said, probably the last time, but I had a great time. And the big secret is I went ziplining today. Yes, Maggie, the substitute teacher, went ziplining today. Oh, I'm hot. My glasses are fogging up. Y'all, just forgive me. So, why is that important? Really, it's not. People come to Costa Rica and zipline all the time. But when I booked this trip, there was a weight limit on the zip lining. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm going to get emotional. And just to be really honest with you guys, I was over the threshold for the zip lining weight limit. And, like I've always shared with you guys, when I'm cooking or whatnot, my weight, that I carried around never really got in the way of anything as far as I knew. And everything that I've told you up to this point is true. As I entered in my 40s, it was starting to give me, health problems. But I want to tell you guys, oh God, Instagram. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to balance this stuff. It is a whole hot mess. I'm sorry. So here's the story time, a little bit about me. I'm trying to read the comments, y'all. Hey, God's girl. Hey, Miss Lady. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to keep my glasses off because when I get hot, they fog up. It's a whole thing. Y'all already know. Okay. So I absolutely love to travel. Any of you all who know me know that one, I'm an immigrant. And so have an appreciation for all kind of cultures. And I want to expose the boys to that. Thank you for the hearts. Yes, Lisa. I want to expose the boys to that. You all know that I'm a boy mom times two. And, my boys don't have like video game systems. They don't really carry cell phones like regular. They may get one for emergency when they're out, but they don't have cell phones that they just keep on their person all the time. I don't really buy them name brand shoes. I mean, of course, the basic stuff, but when you get to know me, you'll realize that if I have a choice between things and experiences, 10 times out of 10, Maggie is going to choose experiences. And it is important to me, as an immigrant. I grew up. I mean, my married name is Brown. Y'all know Margaret Brown. My childhood nickname is Maggie, so it's so sweet, um, to have so many people refer to me as Maggie. There was a small group of people that knew me as Maggie. It's been, Margaret Brown, since I was married at 25, and I kept my ex-husband's last name. We have children together. But the point I'm making is that I grew up, with parents who talked funny. My parents have very thick African accents. You've heard them, when Nana has come by to cook. And I had a funny last name. My maiden name is Apia. It's a very common Ghanaian last name. But, at 46, I was married at 25. So for my whole adult life, I've been Margaret Brown. And growing up here, especially having an American accent, a lot of people don't know me as being, an immigrant. And so I wanted to make sure that my children had an appreciation for other foods, other languages, other clothes. I never wanted them to be just kind of like, ugh, what's that? So, how did this all start? My oldest son went to a charter school years ago, and they had a group come to the school and do a presentation about a trip to Paris. Because it's funny, I forgot it, but he came home one day and he asked me, he said, Mommy, I want to join the French club. And I said, why, Marcus? You don't speak French? He said, I know, Mommy, but they have good snacks there. So in the French club at his school, they were letting them eat, croissants and, stuff like that. And obviously the boys love to eat and mom likes to cook. So I said, sure, you can join the French club. So as part of the French club, this travel group came and did a presentation at the school. And the name of the group is EFF. Tours. You may see me tagging them as I'm posting. And EF stands for Education First. So this is a travel group for students who want to travel to other countries, whether they're learning the language or studying architecture or whatever, but it lets the classroom be the whole world. So they have different group trips where it's basically like you pay the money and everything is included. You meet at the airport, and when you get to your destination, they have someone to meet you. You all travel together in the same hotel, you eat together, you do activities together. And so the very first trip was to Paris, Normandy, and London. And so they had this, meeting for the travel group at his school. He was 9. It's been years. And when they were talking about this trip going to Paris, I was like, well, shoot, I want to go to Paris. Can adults go? And the answer is yes. Parents can go as chaperones. They have a little bit of an extra fee for parents because they try to do discounted pricing for students. But I was all for it. I was so excited. And sidebar, this is also a great way. Thank you for the hearts. This is also a great way for single women to travel. So, a little bit about Maggie. I like to take 2 trips a year if I can, one with the kids and one without. So, even when I travel without the kids, I like to do this type of group travel because for me, it's safe. For those of us moms or anybody else who always has to make decisions, this is a great way. Sorry, y'all, I got my glasses off. Hey, Leanne, this is a great way to basically see the world and not really have to put together an itinerary. Sorry, y'all, I'm outside on a picnic bench because the Wi-Fi only works in the lobby. But anyway, I am here in Monteverde, Costa Rica. So I'm just giving you guys a little bit of story time before dinner. I'm 2 hours, just a little bit for context, I'm 2 hours behind Atlanta time. So right now my cell phone says 6, I planned this for 6:30 my time. So I believe that's 8:30 like Atlanta time. Or if you're watching on the replay, thank you. Okay, sorry y'all. Um, Okay, so anyway, it's a great way to travel in a group, and it's a great way for single women to travel. I've seen so many different countries, and what I'm going to do with Maggie, the substitute teacher, anytime I travel, I'm going to take you all with me because whether I'm cooking or whether I'm eating someone else's food, this health and wellness is basically something that I'm committed to for the rest of my life while enjoying my life. Okay, so, long story short, we signed, we paid the money, and if anybody's curious, and this is not sponsored or anything, but I'm just letting you know, they do have payment plans, and usually it's about 2 years out. So, let's say our first trip was in 2016, we went ahead and put the deposit down in 2014, and then you pay, it's about $100 a month. Very doable. So, we did the first trip. It was me and my oldest son because my youngest, Alex, was not old enough yet. I think for kids, they want you to be at least 9 because there's a lot of walking. You'll walk at least 5 miles a day. This is not a leisurely type of vacation. These trips are the ones that you wake up, there's breakfast in the lobby at 7. The bus is outside after breakfast. You board the bus, and they have an itinerary of stuff to do, to see, to learn. I love it. It's a jam packed. Of course, you can sit back or sit out if you don't want to do something, but I like doing stuff. Okay, so Marcus and I, in let's say 2016, we went to Paris, Normandy, and London. Absolutely amazing. The food, the fashion, everything. So, funnily enough, the way EF Tours works is as soon as you pay off your first trip, of course, they're inboxing you with the next trip that's open. And they have trips all the time. And of course, you can, say, no, I'll sit this one out. But for me, I'm already used to, paying, let's say it's $100 a month. I'm not really missing it. So I've just, by habit, as soon as one trip is over, I'm putting money down on the next one. So that allows me to travel every year. And I alternate with the boys because taking both of them together, it is not a vacation. But I do want the boys to see the world. Okay, so fast forward. So I've been to Paris, Normandy, and London with Marcus. And then the next year, we went to South Africa. Life changing. The food, the history, just the music, the people. Amazing. Now, y'all know Maggie, the substitute teacher. I think this is month 3 for me. So there's a lot that's been going on that I just decided to, start sharing with all of you all. But I've always been doing this kind of travel blog. Anybody who knows me personally, I'm always taking pictures of food and talking about what we did today. So hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm posting. I'm posting on Instagram, Facebook, and if you're on YouTube, on my community tab, I'm trying to keep you guys updated with a little summary of what I've done so far. I'm a day behind. That's why I wanted to come live because the internet sometimes is spotty. I can't get a good connection to post for you all, but I'm here. We're well. Everything is great. Okay. So let's say in like 2018, I can't remember, the next trip was announced after Paris and London. Then we went to South Africa and they said the next trip, because we have a group leader who kind of picks where we go. I don't care. I want to see the world. Next trip was scheduled for Costa Rica. Yay! I want to go. Now, by this time, my youngest son, Alex, has watched me and Marcus. I bought this little pencil case in the gift shop. It's just patchwork. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm trying to be very light with souvenirs because y'all know this international luggage. But I said, okay, now, Alex, it's your turn. You're old enough. You can go all day without having to have a nap and a snack. I just got some bracelets, you guys. I know some people like the souvenirs, so I've got a few things here. I haven't done all my shopping yet. Of course, there'll be T-shirts and chocolate and coffee and all that. But I just got some bracelets for some people that have requested. So I don't know if y'all can see. Does that say Costa Rica? Pura vida. So just having a good time. I hope that makes sense. I can't tell this backwards. So anyway, Costa Rica was on the books. Okay, so I put the money down. I'm like, we're going to Costa Rica. I'm so excited. Thank you all for the hearts. Yes, Miss Bell, you've been seeing the post. Oh, I'm telling you, yes, I'm eating everything and I'm coming to that. Okay. So yeah, any questions that you guys have, I'll put my glasses on to read them. So Costa Rica was scheduled. Now, when you sign up for any of these tours, on their website, they have a whole like little video of what you'll do in the location, what you'll see in the new destination. And I'm that person, I'll do everything. Sidebar, I'm going back to South Africa. Instagram, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to prop this up. It's a hot mess. Okay. So like I said, these trips are jam-packed with activities, and I'm just going to have to hold it. I like to do everything. When we went to South Africa, I can't remember what it was called, but they had, in my mind, I think Grand Canyon. They had like some rocky terrain that was like a natural wonder that over like hundreds of thousands of years, the water had turned it into some beautiful, whatever. I'm going to call it the South African Grand Canyon. So again, on these group travel, you are following the itinerary that's been preset. Of course, you do have some free time, but I was, still very heavy. So I guess what was that, 2019? I don't know. And I have shared with you all that I have a lot of joint pain and my knee was busted. It was really bad. And it was the kind of thing where I was fine on like flat, even surfaces. But if there was anything that was like gravel or anything that was irregular, I had that kind of knee that it could kind of like buckle underneath me, and I was so terrified that it would give out at any moment. Plus, I'm really heavy. I'm looking at the chat. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, yay. So what ended up happening when we went to South Africa and we got to that stop, I had done everything else. When we got to that stop, I didn't go. I didn't get off the bus. I was worried that I was going to injure myself. So I sent Marcus with another chaperone and I told him to go and take pictures. And I sat on the bus and I waited for them to get back. And I remember that feeling, and I absolutely hated it. Because here I am, halfway across the world, at a place, the birth of civilization, with all this history. I've paid my money, all this stuff is included, and I'm not physically able to do everything on this trip. And I never forgot that. And I was just like, you know what? I'm tired of being the last one to get off the bus, the one that everybody has to wait on. They're pulling up the rear, they're waiting on me because I'm like, I'm coming, I'm hobbling along, I'm slow. So I remember that. Okay, so now it's time for the next trip, Costa Rica. Now, mind you, I'm taking my 8 to 10 pain pills a day. I'm having to go to the doctor to get cortisone before I fly. Just all this stuff. I'm having to ask for an extension seat belt when I fly. I mean, just all of this stuff. I just accepted that was my life, but not anymore. So there'll be more to come. I just wanted to hop on and share this with you guys. So thank you for letting me just, tell this part of the story. Okay, so when we booked the trip, or when I booked the trip for Costa Rica, and I'm looking at the brochure and I'm looking at the website of all the stuff that they have, available for us to do, I'm like, ooh, there's a cooking class. Ooh, there's a trip to a farm. Ooh, we're going to look at sugarcane. Ooh, we're going to look at the tropical rainforest. And then I got to one of the items on the itinerary, and it said zip lining, weight limit, 200 pounds. And I was like, here we go again. And I said, that's it. I am absolutely not going to go, halfway across the world. I'm in Central America. So Costa Rica is between Nicaragua is north and Panama is south. So it's a small country in the middle of Central America. We started on the Caribbean side, on the eastern side, and I'm in the middle of the country now, and we're moving towards the west. So this is a 9-day tour, so we're about halfway. And when I saw that, I was just like, you know what? I'm sorry, y'all, the chat's coming in. Yes, thank you, Prodigal. Oh yeah, I forgot to show this stuff. Y'all, I'm struggling. I'm on my phone. I don't want to touch anything because I struggle streaming and struggle eating. But thank you for all the chats. I'm seeing everything. I just don't know how to put them on the screen. So that's when I decided that I'm really going to get this weight off, because I was well over that weight limit. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. I am not going to pay money to go somewhere with my kid and have to sit out again because I'm unable to do something. I'm older, but I'm not old. And it kind of put like this fire in my belly that, okay, now this is starting to like limit me from stuff I want to do. Now it's different if it's like, okay, we're going, what did they do? The kid, they had kayaking as an item on the itinerary. I'm not doing that. And if it's something that I'm able to do, but I don't want to do, that's different. But to tell me you cannot do this, something about my personality is like, oh, yes, I can. Oh, let's see the chat. CK. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. The whole flight fiasco. Y'all, that's a whole separate post. It was horrible, but I'll finish this part and then I'll answer all of y'all's questions because it was a to get here. But the travel group took care of us and put us in a hotel. Just, it was wonderful. So I'll tell you about that. So yeah, that's when I started. And you guys, so again, we were supposed to travel in 2020. Costa Rica was scheduled for 2020. So I had actually started in like 2018, again, trying different diets, getting a trainer. And y'all know that I support all of that, right? But I re-injured my knee doing these extreme workouts and just, trying to see a nutritionist, just trying to really make a change, right? And so that's where the story picks up. When I always tell you guys, I saw a coworker at work and I was like, oh, you look great. You've lost weight. What have you done? And you all know the whole story about the food sensitivity test, and the rest is history. But as you can imagine, this trip that was supposed to happen in 2020 got postponed, had already been paid in full. And of course, they gave us the option of having our money back or going somewhere else. But I was like, no, I am going to Costa Rica. You all don't understand. This is not just some trip. Like, I am going. And I'll be honest with you guys, like I always do here, when the trip got postponed, I was maybe like 30, 40 pounds off by then. I kind of was like, you know what? Psh, daggum COVID, pandemic. I've been working hard. Oh God, I'm sorry. I've been working hard. This is crazy. And so I did. I kind of like slacked off. I was like eating on plan, but then kind of eating whatever I want to. But then you all know the story. When I eat off my plan, I feel pretty crappy. And so it always kind of steers me back to get right on track. So I would get on track and I'm losing more weight. So they had postponed the trip from 2020 to 2021. And I was like, okay, give me another year. I'm going to get back on this bandwagon and I'm going to get this weight off for 2021. So now I'm moving. I'm getting back on plan. I'm getting more serious. The weight is starting to come back off. And then what was it last year, y'all? Was it the Delta variant? I can't remember. Trip got postponed again. When I tell you I wanted to throw my shoe and my phone, I was like, what? I was so angry. I didn't want to change. I didn't want to go to another destination. I am going to Costa Rica and I am getting on that zip line. I am not an extreme person, but this I have to do. So, third time is the charm. Obviously, we didn't travel in 2021. We were ready to go. I had expedited the passports, because the kids' passports expire in 5 years. I had done all that stuff, and then what is it? The threat level or the COVID level or whatever happened, and they yanked it like right at the last minute, y'all. I was so upset. So we moved it to 2022. And the reason why I didn't really say much about it is because, one, I was like, nervous. Are they going to cancel this thing again? Hey, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to read. Hey, Riri. So I was quietly like, I'm going to do this. And I was 10 pounds away from my goal. If you all remember when I started March and I said I'm going to be very strict because I wanted to get 10 pounds off. And I'm happy to say the morning of my flight, I know, pulling up the rear, I made my goal. And y'all, it means so much to me. I am not where I want to be, but I now qualified for doing this zip line. And as we were getting closer, any of y'all who have done this before, it's really about the harness, because they have to put like that mountain climbing harness on you. You step in it, it goes around your waist. They've got to be able to like cinch you up and all that stuff. And I carry my weight in my midsection, but that that's really what was driving me, because I knew this trip was paid for and booked, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to participate. So today we are in, I think, Mount Elena. I don't know, y'all. I will get the locations and I'll get pictures and everything, but I just wanted to hop on here. And, I was kind of nervous on the bus ride up there, but we got to that place and I got my hips in line and I got my harness and my hard hat on and got hooked up. And it was like thank you, MB. It was like 7 different zip lines, y'all. When I got off the first one, of course, I'm screaming like, ah, all of that. And they're showing me the safety and how to brake and all this stuff. And of course, Alex is just like, yeah. I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. We zip-lined over the tree. So you go all the way up to this platform. I know, K-Wall, thank you. We got all the way up to this platform. And y'all, this is not like, I don't know how they do it in the States. I've never zip-lined before, but there is no elevator. There is no, cable car. You are walking. When I tell you I have been hiking And I'm not sore. I'm not taking any pain pills. It's just, it has been amazing. So we had to walk literally through the forest. I've got pictures of everything. Um, oh, Lisa, you've done it before on your bucket list, Leanne. Thank you. And so you get up to this platform, and of course, you have the workers there, some handsome muchachos, but they get you all ready to go and show you what to do. And literally, God, Instagram, I'm sorry, literally you are sailing through the air and it's scary, but it's beautiful. You look down and you see, hey, Sonia, you look down and you see treetops. The wind is in your, it is amazing. Am I going to do it again? Absolutely not. This was a one time thing for me. I'm not an extreme person, but I wanted to challenge myself, you all. And, you know, the fact that I've been able to get this 75 pounds off so that I could I'm just taking a moment to really like take it all in and celebrate. So I could do this activity that I didn't even want to do, but I wanted to be able to do it. So now when I say I'm not ziplining, it's not because I can't, because y'all, there are some people on the trip who stay behind on the bus. I know that feeling because, you know, of their own reasons, but, you know, they either couldn't or didn't. And, you know, I want to enjoy my life and make sure I do everything that I want to do as I'm able. So that's the real reason why I've been so adamant about getting this weight off. So, y'all, this is just the beginning, you know? I mean, like, okay, let's talk about the food here. Oh my gosh, I am in rice and beans country. But yeah, I'm enjoying my vacation and I'm eating the Costa Rican food. You know, being on this group trip, of course, when you have free time, you go off and you can buy whatever you want. But if you guys have been seeing the pictures on my community tab on YouTube or on Instagram, you'll see that the meals that are included, it's basically like the kitchen staff or whatever in the hotel has a menu. And when you sit down, dinner is served. Now, I like that because you don't have to worry about, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. Y'all, empanadas, rice and beans, mango, pineapple. I think we had pork chops tonight, spaghetti. It's just everything. And am I eating it? Absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. Like the first 2 days, I was kind of like, oh my God, I haven't eaten this much bread in however. But you know what? I'm going in when in Rome or when in Costa Rica. Pura vida, right? Which just means pure life, good life. It's just a positive expression. But yes, I am eating. I did pack, you know, some jerky. I do keep a water bottle with me. This is the one that has the filter. Their water is clean here. It's a very safe country. But I'm trying to I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to do anything, y'all. I think I got a Coke today. I wanted to try. You know how the Latin Cokes are different. I'm giving myself this time. You know, it's a 9 day. That's how to do it when you're on vacation, right, Padilla? Yeah. And when I get back, you guys, we're going to get right back on it because I really do enjoy my own food. Okay, so let's see what questions that you have. And I want to share one other thing with you guys before. Oh, thank you. You guys are making me so happy. Okay, I'm trying to see here. All right. Okay, I'm just scared to touch it, y'all. You can see I'm out here in the like the lot, the restaurant, but the Wi-Fi, it's a whole thing. Okay, so CK says, and I don't know how to put it on the screen, read it. When my fiance and I went, well, we had to change flights 4 times going and coming. How many flights did it take for you to get there? Oh, y'all. This, right? I'm gonna lie. I thought I was gonna pull my hair out. Okay. So again, because I'm part of a travel group, and for this trip, we pay our money, and the travel company handles all of the accommodations and booking of the flights. Again, the name of the travel group is EF Tours, Education First Tours. Hey, Jennifer. So I've been using them for years. We always get the travel insurance. I've never had to use it except for this time. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. I sure wasn't paying attention. I just been trying to like get my stuff packed and get everything ready. But there was like a huge like flight delay Friday. Flights were canceled. It was a nightmare. So this trip was scheduled for April 1st to April 9th. And for anyone who's hopping on now, I am in Costa Rica and I went zip lining for the first time today with my son. And the reason why I've been so like strict about getting this weight off is because when this trip was booked, I was over the weight limit for zip lining. And I actually went today. Pictures and video and all that is to come, but I just wanted to hop on because it's a huge accomplishment. You had to be under 200 pounds, and I'm here to say that I was not. So I'm very, very happy I was able to get that done. Okay, so the trip was it's April 1st to April 9th, and the travel company booked our flights through American Airlines. I'm in the Atlanta area, so a flight was supposed to be Atlanta to Miami, and then Miami to San Jose, Costa Rica. I really wish they had just gone Delta because we probably could have gone direct. But again, this is the stuff they take care of when you're doing group travel. So our flight was like 8 a.m. Friday morning. So I had to pull Alex. Oh God, Instagram, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm outside. I'm trying to post this thing up on a bench. It's crazy. Okay. So our flight was like 8:20 something. So we got to the airport at 6 a.m. Y'all know international flight, be there 2.5 hours early. We were there. We boarded the plane. Everything was ready. Passports, TSA pre-check, blah, blah, blah. Got on the plane, ate whatever. We push off. And you know how you're waiting in line for your turn to take off. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And the pilot comes on every 15 minutes basically saying that we're number whatever in line. Our time is coming. We should be moving soon. Okay, the pictures just came in for my zip line, so I'll have to post them. So then the pilot comes on and says there's a storm in the Miami area, and like all of the airports and like surrounding airports are there's a ground stop or whatever that means. Basically, nobody's flying into Miami. So they're basically trying to wait on a go, no go decision if we're going to be able to take off and land. And I'm like, yeah, we have a connection in Miami because we're supposed to get to Costa Rica. So after 2 hours on the tarmac, he said, you know what? Babies are crying, y'all. It's a hot mess. We're on the plane trying to keep it together. We haven't even left Atlanta yet. He says, I'm going to go back to the gate. So we're just on the ground this whole time. Hey, Sin Shabazz, thanks for hopping on. He's going to go back to the gate, let us get out off the plane, stretch our legs, get something to eat. And by 11, we should know if we're going to be able to fly out or not. And I'm like, we should know? Are you kidding me? I'm supposed to be ziplining in Costa Rica. Do you know that I've been working to get this 75 pounds off? Anyway. So we get off the plane. He's like, get all your things. And now they're making the announcement. If you want to cancel your flight, they'll refund you. All this stuff is happening. And I'm like, ain't nobody canceled nothing. I've been waiting on this trip since 2020. It's been paid for and everything. I am going to Costa Rica, right? So now we're waiting at the gate, still in Atlanta, 11 a.m. He comes on, the pilot comes on, and he's like, good news. They've decided to open back up the airport, whatever. We are ready for takeoff. So now we all get our hips back together and get back on the plane. Our group leader, so there's like a group leader who's like in charge of just making sure all the heads are counted or whatever. And she's trying to communicate and let them know that, you know, we're trying not to miss our connection because I think our flight in Miami was like a 2 p.m. flight. So by 11, it's like we need to get, you know, moving. Get back on the plane, 11 o'clock. 11:30, 12 o'clock. Wait another 2 hours on the tarmac still in Atlanta. Now they're saying, I don't know, it was something about not enough air traffic control workers. Y'all, it was a hot mess. Long story short, 8 hours after we were supposed to leave, I think we finally left Atlanta at like 4 p.m. on the tarmac, 8 hours. I had never had that experience in my life. So by now, we've missed our connection. It's supposed to be in Costa Rica. And here's the thing with the itinerary, I don't know what day of the 9 days is the zip lining. We just get here, and because we're all in the hotel, we have a group leader. We wake up, we have breakfast in the hotel, we get on the bus, and she kind of tells us, because she can move stuff around and let us know what day is what. They go to we went to waterfalls, all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, this ziplining thing better not be on day one. I'm gonna lose it. I am going to lose it. Not really, but y'all. So long story short, 8 hours after we're supposed to leave Atlanta, we finally get to Miami. When we get to Miami, when I tell you the line to go like change your flight or whatever at customer service, whatever it's called, rebooking, was I think 3 hour line. When I tell you it was wrapped around that Miami airport, because it was 30 different planes that had to because Miami's this big international hub. So we're on the phone with American Airlines trying to see what we can do. Last flight has gone out. Long story short, the travel company put us up in a hotel. So we stayed at the Hyatt. So if you go back and look at my post, that night that we were at the Hyatt Miami, that was unplanned. We were not supposed to stay in Miami, but by the time we got there, it was like 8 p.m. Who knows what time it was? It was so late. All the flights were gone. So they rebooked us to an 11 a.m. flight to Costa Rica the next morning. If it was just me, I could spend the night in the hotel, but this educational trip is mostly like high school students. One other thing that I'll share with you guys, so in order for this group travel to work, they combine you with other schools. So in order for it to, I guess, make financial sense, they've got to be able to fill a coach bus, so like 30, 40 people. So we're here with kids from Kentucky, from wherever. So they take however many are coming from your school, and then they get all the dates aligned, and then you all meet up. And then from that point on, Instagram, sorry. From that point on, you travel as a group. And so I'm still connected with people that we went to Paris with. So CK, hopefully that answers your question. But we got here on day 2 of the trip. They toured like a coffee farm, so we missed that. But our group leader, what she's doing to make up for what we missed is on the buckets of time that are free time, those of us that have missed our flights, she's doubling back, and we were able to go see the waterfall, and there's been some other stuff. So we're able to get to most of it. But when we arrived here, the first thing I asked her is, have y'all been ziplining yet? And she's like, no, that's on day 4. And I was like, y'all, could you imagine? Could you imagine after all this, if I don't even want to say. All right, I'm looking at questions, because if there's no more questions, I've got about 15 more minutes before dinner. I'm 2 hours behind, so it's about 7:15 Costa Rica time. Let me see if there's any other questions. Someone was asking, how am I feeling? I'm feeling okay now as far as the food. And the food is good, I'm not going to lie. But it is, like Latin food, it's very starchy, right? They have rice and beans at every meal, like breakfast. Empanadas, chips and pico. I've had tres leches cake. Y'all, I'm eating it all. I'm not even going to lie. I have done the zip lining. I'm not going to fall off the wagon, and I'm not putting the weight back on, because if I do, all those other health problems that I had will come back. Pre-diabetic, borderline blood pressure, elevated cholesterol. So I know this is vacation. I know this is not sustainable. So I'm just enjoying myself here. And then when I get back, y'all already know, I'm going to be doing my egg fast, and then back to the stuff that you see me make. But I am thinking of substitutions for the stuff that I'm eating here. Like, I have an idea of what I can do for an empanada, and some other things. Last thing I want to share with you guys, and thank you for just letting me talk tonight. I'm not in the kitchen. So, like I share with you, these group trip itineraries, for someone like me that likes to have stuff to do, they're great, because from morning till evening, there's stuff to do. They actually went on a night tour tonight. I didn't go because I wanted to come on live and tell you all the good news that I went ziplining for the first time in my life, and the last time, with my son over the trees of Costa Rica. It was beautiful. But I originally was not qualified because of the weight limit, but I was able to do it because I've lost lost at least, 75 pounds. And I'll probably put on a couple, but we're going to get the rest of it off. I'm going to keep going. But yeah, so these trips, like I told you, when you leave the hotel like 7-ish after breakfast, you don't usually come back until evening time because they have, whether it's a museum tour or we went to a chocolate farm, we did a cooking class, we did sugar cane. We're doing basically everything to do in Costa Rica. We're doing it here. And our tour guide is great. She's pointing us out. We've seen sloths. We've seen all this. Y'all, I'm not an animal person, but if you're into nature, this is the place for you. So you really have to be able to like keep up and walk probably like 5 miles a day. And I'm just so happy I'm not taking any pain pills. Yeah, you get a little winded when you're hiking uphill, but I'm able to keep up and do all of the activities and I feel amazing. So something impromptu happened tonight. So I'll share this with you guys, then I'm going to hop off. So there was some free time. Like I said, they're going to do a night tour. A night tour is apparently there are animals in this area that come out at night that you don't see during the daytime. So for those people that want to see bats and that kind of stuff, they're on the night tour. I'm here with y'all. I am not going to do that. Oh, you love the monkeys and the snakes. That's you. Sorry, y'all. No. I came here to zip line and more trips are coming, so you guys will be seeing more. Like I said, this was supposed to be the 2020 trip. It was postponed twice, so third time is a charm, but more trips are coming, and of course I'll take you guys with me. Okay, so you can hear or you can see that most of the kids that are here are like high schoolers that are studying Spanish or whatever from Kentucky and from other places. And so there was some free time tonight. And our group leader had said, hey, originally it was supposed to be, we were supposed to go to like one of the local schools and watch the kids play soccer and kind of cheer them on, right? Sorry, I'm on a wooden bench, y'all. And I'm kind of twisted so I can see you. It's a whole hot mess. Anyway, we were supposed to watch the kids play soccer and cheer them on. I don't know what happened. Maybe we ran out of time or whatever. And then it was going to be like if anybody wanted to play soccer with the kids, you could. And then it turned into just a pickup game of soccer. So they found an empty field, and this was one of those things that was optional. And so just about everybody that I was here with was like, yeah, no, I've done enough. We've been to the rainforest. We've done zip lining. I'm going to sit this one out. And I'm the type of person, like, if I'm going to come all the way here, I'm going to do it all, even if it seems simple, because I can sit in the hotel and, be on the Wi-Fi. I can do that at home. So I got on the bus. Even Alex stayed behind. So I got on the bus with these kids. And I was like, even if I just watch them play soccer, it'll be nice to get out. So they have like this empty field and these goals, and I'm watching the kids, and I'm just, how you watch kids and, like teenagers, and you're just like, oh, I remember those years. And, I'm just kind of watching them. Then this man, Costa Rican man, a random muchacho, is like walking his dog, and he walks by the park where we're out just, I say we, just playing this pickup game of soccer. And I'm watching, I'm like, these kids are pretty good, mostly girls, some boys, dads, whatever. I'm like, you guys are pretty good. Good move there. Yay. And we're on the bench going, ole, 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 ole. We're just doing the whole thing. Because if you've ever watched Latin American football, you know what happens when they score. So this muchacho walks by, just walking his dog, and he was like, hey, can I join? Lisa, I know, funny, right? So he's like, can I play? And they were like, come on in. And so I stood up and I was like, well, if we're just taking random people off the street, hey, prodigal, can I play too? And they were like, Margaret? They don't know me as Maggie. Margaret, you want to play? I'm like, yeah, 46-year-old mom wants to play. They were like, come on in. Little do they know, and I don't know if any of y'all are on here from high school. Hey, Danielle, I'm having a wonderful time. I used to play varsity soccer in high school, left wing fullback, but I didn't tell them. So I went to the back and got in my position. And when anybody came towards our goal, I was booting that thing out of there, y'all. I was kicking my leg up this high. You remember, y'all. I went in, I bit the dust. I think I had grass on my shirt. They were just like, man. Then they were like, look at Margaret with the sonic boom. Y'all are laughing, right? Oh my God. These kids, the dads were sweating. The kids were like, Miss Margaret, you can play. I was like, yeah, dad, good, right? I can play. Yeah, it's so funny. But since none of my people were with me, I was like, you got to tell my kid and anybody else. Pictures and videos are coming. Y'all, I know, right? Y'all are laughing at me. Y'all, the other moms were in the stands laughing. The dog was running. The ball would go off, and the man's dog who just came, I killed it, right? The dog who was being walked wanted to run to the ball. We had to get the ball from it. It was just this like people were in their bare feet. Yes, the lady, I was the left wing fullback. Absolutely. Y'all, hey, swag surfing. Y'all, my point in telling you that is this is after hiking the rainforest for 2 hours this morning. This is after zip lining, and it was a zip line course about 7 different zip lines. It was one of those things. Hey, CK, y'all laughing at me. I know it was amazing. Wait till you see the pictures and videos. So you would literally like go up to the platform, and then they would hook you up. You would zip line platform and come down, and then you would have to hike to the next platform, get connected, and zip line 7 different times. This is not like, there's nothing wrong with those indoor places where it's just like la di da. I am in the tropics, y'all. There is nothing motorized here. You better get your hips up there, and once you get to the beginning, the only way out is to zip line down. 2 hours of hiking, another 2 hours of zip lining, and then I played a game of pickup soccer. I am working out. That's why, y'all, I don't know what is for dinner. Let me see. I wish I could take you guys. I'll take the pictures. I don't know. Can I turn the camera? I want to show you. I'll just have to show pictures. But y'all, yes, I did all of that, and I feel amazing now. I did pack some Advil, but I haven't had to take anything. And for me, from where I've come from, y'all, I had to take a pain pill just to get like out of bed. And so I just share this with you all. I'm struggling just like you. I'm not where I want to be. I think some kids are playing cards, but I'm 46 and I, bit the dust today. And you know how you roll and it's like you like bounce and get right back up just like a kid. Y'all, that was me. I don't know what came over me. I was just like coming into this goal. They were calling me Margaret with the sonic boom. These Kentucky people were saying go dogs. It was a whole thing. It was just hilarious. But I'm just amazed at how much better I feel. Thank you. Oh, that's what I want to do, you guys. I want to inspire. Like I said, usually I'm on here cooking, but I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to come on and talk to you guys and give you guys, the hot off the presses news, because this has been something that I've kind of carried, secretly. I've been scared. And, I was actually kind of scared today. I don't know, like I still see myself the old way, and health is wealth, absolutely. And so I've just been kind of like, what if something happens and I break the cable? Y'all, I don't know. It's just, excuse me, I just, it's going to be a journey for me, but I accept it. And I'm so glad that you all understand. And that's why, every day when I go live and I'm cooking for you guys, I'm helping myself too, because I want many more years of this. I want to travel, whether it's with the kids or by myself. I don't want anything to limit me that doesn't have to, because I'm older, but I'm not old. And carrying that extra weight around was causing me health problems. It was making me look older and move older. Y'all, I was playing soccer with, I don't know how old they are, 16-year-olds today, giving them a run for so funny. I was just like, something came over me. I was looking at that ball and I was like, okay, muchacho, you think you coming over here with that? It was a whole thing. Yes. Oh, Lucchese, thank you. Solo bueno. I love it here. But y'all, it's just so much stuff. Yes, it's the number on the scale, because I needed to get the weight off to be able to zip line. But y'all, just being able to fly with the delays that I shared with you guys, my knee was so bad. Like to keep my knee, you know how planes are, to keep my knee like that, it'd be so inflamed. But to be able to sit and wait without having to take a pain pill. I don't think I posted this picture, but y'all, when I got on the plane and I buckled up, I had like this much slack on my seatbelt. And I know that sounds simple, but for somebody who used to have to ask for an extension and I wasn't pregnant, to be able to just move the way that I want to move. And life is so much better now. I just can't explain it. And I'm sorry, but if you've never struggled with your weight, if you've never, like, God bless you if you're able to eat whatever you want and just keep your physique. But for me, it's hard. Hey, Big Red Bull. So you understand. I'm so glad that you all understand. I really didn't think that this would resonate, but there's so much that I'm able to enjoy now. I haven't been under 200 pounds since my wedding over 20 years ago. I remember dieting to get into my wedding dress. So this is just, me being transparent with you all and sharing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad that you guys understand. I just wanted to come on and tell you guys what happened hot off the presses. I'm still going to continue to post what I'm eating. I'm eating everything, but I am walking my what off. We are again in Monteverde, Costa Rica. So I am in the center of the country. We arrived in San Jose, which is on the Caribbean side, on the east side. And in this bus, we move. I think this trip, we're going to be in like 4 or 5 different hotels. So it's like 2 nights here, 1 night there. And so we get to see the whole country. We're on our way to the Pacific side. So I guess tomorrow, we'll see whatever that other coastline is. And we're looking at the vegetation and different things as they change and learning the history, eating the food. I did schedule a massage tonight. I'm so excited. So I think that's everything, y'all. Dinner is gonna be soon, but yeah, just the recap for anyone who just hopped on. Everything that I told you is absolutely true. But I kind of had been keeping a secret. Oh, thank you for the follows. Thank you to everyone for the support, especially on YouTube. This is why I wanted that community tab so I could share with you guys. But just, the recap, I'm on a trip with my son. We're going on a trip. Okay, sorry. And ziplining is part of the itinerary. I have never, and I probably, sorry, y'all. I probably will never zip line again. It was beautiful. That's just not my thing. I like to pamper. But there was a weight limit on the zip lining activity, and I was over the weight limit. And I didn't want to come to this beautiful country and not be able to participate in all the activities that are included in this tour that I've paid for. Because my son, of course, Alex, buckled up and zipped on down. And I know what that feels like to be like, Mom will wait for you. Or how was it? Let me know how it was on the other side. That happened to me in South Africa when I went with Marcus. I couldn't go to the canyon because the ground was not level and my knee was really bad. I don't have knee pain. I don't have back pain. I don't have joint pain. Y'all, I was playing soccer today. I've hiked the rainforest and I have zip line. So More to come. I don't know if I'll go live again because internet is kind of spotty when we're en route, but we are all healthy and well. I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you for letting me just tell you this story. Please stay connected. And when I'm back, you know, I'll be back in the kitchen. So until then, you all be well. And I'm going to go ahead and eat. I wish, well, let me see. I'll go get Alex just so he could say hi. 1 second, and then I'm going to sign off. I see him over there. All right. I set up right here.
It's 8 o'clock. You want I can.
8 o'clock.
Hey
Yeah.
guys.
Some people like to massage, other people more. No
She
problem.
asked me to say hello.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, on your phone. You say.
Yes, we're going to go after dinner.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Gracias.
Okay. What's your name?
Margarita.
Marguerite.
Yes,
Nice
ma'am.
to meet you, Margarita.
Yes, mucho gusto. Oh, Rolanda?
Yolanda.
Yolanda. Okay, mucho gusto.
Okay, thank you very much.
Ah, you're welcome. You guys. Y'all, he was over there watching a daggum video. And I was like, you want to come say hi in my live? He was like, no. I don't even know why I got up to ask. But hello, hello, hello. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for understanding and appreciating. So we are healthy and well. We'll be in Costa Rica for 4 or 5 days. That was the massage therapist. So we're going to have dinner. And then I'm going to go have a massage and enjoy qualifying for the weight limit to zip line on this trip. All right, you guys. Bye, Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Mwah. I love you all. How do I get off here? Oh my God.